Hello, everyone. Firstly, I just need to make sure that you guys can hear me. I'm just trying to have a look in the Facebook group if this is coming through, because there's been many times that I've done this that people can't hear me. So, yes, okay, I can see. I just went on myself and I can see. So guys, hi, how are you? I know that there's so many kids right now that are going back to school already. I can't believe it. My kids don't start until I think the first week of September. I can see that someone here is live and they like the thing. I can't actually see here. Woo! Hold on, I need to turn down my volume. You don't want to listen to my voice. I can see that Ashley's watching. Hi, Ashley. Yeah, my kids start back in September, but I've heard so many kids that are actually already back at school, and I just can't believe it. And I'd love to hear from you. Hi, Debbie. I'd love to hear from you if your kids are back at school yet, and how is it going? I'm hearing like different things from people around all the states, and some are going back in person, some are going back online, and it'll be really interesting to see, what sort of happens over the next couple of weeks. I would love to hear from you if you do hear it. So, but that's not why we are here to talk today. We are here to talk about ketchup. Okay. It is a standard food. Hi. It's a standard food that most kids love to eat. Okay. And I hear so many times families come to me and like, my kid has ketchup with everything. And funnily, and it's a bit funny, but when we have friends over with kids and they come over for dinner, they assume that there's not going to be any ketchup in my house. Yes, there's a lot of banter about the OCD nature of my food selections and shelves because I'm very much about health and how we can help our kids with these challenges, and a big part of that is diet. But really, at the end of the day, kids love ketchup, and I get it. And look, I only work with kids, and I have an understanding of their palates and so and their preferences, so I'm not going to ask you to go off and take all of these staples out of your diet. I do have ketchup in my fridge, but it is definitely not Heinz ketchup sweetened with high fructose corn syrup. Okay, so I want you all to be honest right now, and I know that there's about 30 people watching. I can see Michelle watching. I see about 31 people watching, so I want you to all drop in the comments right now. Be honest, it's okay. Total judgment-free zone here. What brand of ketchup do you have in your kitchen? I would love to know. So drop it in the comments below. There's quite a number of people here, so tell me, don't be shy. Totally judgment-free zone. And there was a time before I knew any better that you'd be able to find a bottle of Heinz in my cupboard too. And, I just remember that was all we had as kids. That was the thing that we were given from our parents, and, full of high fructose corn syrup. So I would love to know and to hear from you guys of what brand of ketchup you've got in your cupboard. Now, I will say, and I always say, Hunt's. Susan, thank you for sharing. Great. Definitely not shy, Susan, so good on you. No ketchup here. It's too bad. Oh, Melanie, that's interesting. So not all ketchup is bad, and that's what I'm here to share with you today. And I say this always, knowledge is power. When you know better, you do better. And that's why I wanted to give you a quick overview on reading labels so you can make a quick switch today that the kids will still love, and you have taken one step towards progressing towards a healthier diet for your kids. So let's get down to it. I can see someone else has got Hunt's. Yes, Hunt's. Everyone's got Hunt's. Brianna, Heinz Organic. My children hate ketchup though. Well, that's kind of a good thing then, Brianna. So yeah, we've got a lot of people on Heinz. We've got a few Heinz. So that's fantastic. But we're going to get down to it now. I have a picture of the list of ingredients here that I'm going to read to you of of Heinz. I refuse to support these industries that are filled with terrible ingredients. So I couldn't even, cough up and buy actually an example of one for you. But I took a snapshot of what the ingredients were, and it includes tomato concentrate, distilled vinegar, high fructose corn syrup, and a shocking fact is a 20-ounce bottle of Heinz tomato ketchup contains about 2/3 of a cup of sugar. 2/3 of a cup of sugar in a 20-ounce bottle. Can you believe that? But did you notice that there is actually no tomato at all listed in there except for tomato concentrate? Okay, what's that about? High fructose corn syrup is something you should also keep an eye out for when you start to read labels. It has no nutritional value whatsoever. It is the most common added sugar in food and drinks because it's cheap and it's easy to produce. Have a guess how many high fructose corn syrup the average American consumes each year. I want to see if you guys do it. Okay, how many pounds? Pop in the comments for a quick guess. How many pounds of high fructose corn syrup do you think an average American consumes every year? And I want to hear it. You guys you're responding today, so I want to see who's going to be the first one off the mark and tell me what their guess is. How many pounds of that per year? And I'm going to wait, okay? I can see there's lots of people watching. Come on, someone's got to make the guess. Who's it going to be? Come on, Melissa White, I see you. Take a guess. Kathy's there. Hi, Kathy. Guys, seriously, you could do better than this. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just going to have to tell you then because no one's going to take the guess. Okay, so on average, Americans eat or drink. Oh, who was it? Brianna. Okay, good on you, Brianna. I'm sure it's hundreds of pounds. Not quite as much as hundreds of pounds, but that's a good guess. Michelle, 150. You guys are going large. Not quite, but I will tell you, you guys had a good guess, and I give you 10 points, gold stars for being the ones to get it out there. So Americans eat or drink an average of 28.7 pounds of high fructose corn syrup each year. That's not talking about normal sugar. That is just purely high fructose corn syrup, and it's so bad that the Centre of Disease Control and Prevention recommended in a report that children reduce their dietary intake of high fructose corn syrup to prevent the development of diseases associated with them. So they have recommended that children reduce that, okay? So Heinz knows this is not great. They have versions for different countries. The UK version contains tomatoes, spirit vinegar, sugar, and salt. All real ingredients. So I would love Heinz America to be able to do the same. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get them to do that. So, we've just got to make adjustments for that. And I was the closest, 56. Good on you, Jane. But does this make you feel really angry? It does for me. They only think kids in other countries deserve better products. Drop your thoughts below if you're willing to. But do you think it's okay? Do you think it's okay that Heinz in America still contains high fructose corn syrup and doesn't contain real tomatoes, but in the UK it's okay? I mean, I don't think that's okay. I know I don't, and I hope your thinking is shifting as well. Now, you don't need to worry. There are definitely better versions available here in the States. Here's what we have in our pantry. Okie dokie. This is what we have. Can you see that? It's called Primal Kitchen Ketchup, organic, unsweetened. So I use this one, and I also use Annie's organic ketchup as well. Now, I like this one in particular as it has no added sugar. Less sugar is always better for our kids with challenges. And I'm going to drop a link in the comments right now for this one that I use, just in case you want to take a look at it. Brianna's saying UK and other countries have better versions of a lot of products. It's not fair. Yeah, I know, isn't it? US is so behind in health in general. I know it just sucks. Like, I just wish that I could do something, and maybe I can one day. I mean, if we all rally together, maybe we can make change here. Okay, so some of the things I would encourage you to start checking for on any product that you're doing is things like, no MSG, no non-GMO, no high fructose corn syrup. So I'm going to check, and I'm going to read you through the ingredients on this one. Okay, so we have organic tomato concentrate, organic balsamic vinegar, less than 2% salt, organic onion powder, organic garlic powder, and organic spices. Okay, that's it. That's all that's in there. And they are all good ingredients. But also, like, things like onion powder and garlic powder and organic spices, they're great to help reduce inflammation in the body. We're not going to be eating, too much of ketchup, but that is a good choice. But you're probably asking, what about the taste? Okay, do they like it? Totally kid approved. Totally kid approved. Not once have I seen a kid reject this particular one. And as I mentioned, the other one I have in my fridge is Annie's Organic. That is also another really good one that you can choose. Now, by making simple switches just like that, you can start to notice the impact for your children. And, are you guys ready to dip your toe in? Okay, I want you to drop a comment if you feel like, with your new knowledge, you're confident to make this quick switch. So one simple product, make the switch. One product at a time, one step at a time keeps you moving forward to your goal. Okay, so think about that. You make a couple of product switches per shopping. One day you're going to turn around, and here we go. We've got all of these good products in our kitchen that are helping our kids be better versions of themselves. Guys, thank you so much for your time today. I loved all the interaction. You guys are awesome. And it looks like this is a really good time to get on live because there's a lot of you on here. I know sometimes I do it in the morning and, people are busy with their days. So I might try to make this a regular thing. Tuesdays at this time. Michelle, absolutely 100%. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great evening, and I will see you all soon.